Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub, and today we have got another Australian beer for you. It is Timothy Tamothy Slamothy, there we go, from Moon Dog Craft Brewery. Now where are Moon Dog from? Melbourne, there we go. I don't think I've had any Moon Dog beer. In 2017 I went to Melbourne for 2 weeks because we were originally going to move there. So I spent a bit of time in Melbourne. I can't remember seeing this beer. You can see a bit of like where the prints rubbed off this can because it was sent to me all the way from Australia by Travis Wilson. So thank you very much, Travis, for sending me the beers, mate. I really do appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to this. This particular beer is a caramel, chocolate and biscuit milk stout. It is 6.5% in a 330 can. I've got absolutely no idea what this cost. If you can get it in England, I don't know. I know the previous beer that I reviewed from Travis, the Australian IPA, I kind of had an inkling you could get it from in the UK, but I don't know about this one. Have no idea. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Anyway, let's have a little look. What glass we're going to go for? Let's go for the big boy. The big boy Allegra glass from a local brewery near me called Brewer. Yeah, let's go. 6.5% caramel, chocolate, biscuit, milk stout. What can go wrong? I'm going to ease this open. Boom, there we go. I was a bit worried it might go absolutely everywhere. No, because obviously it's travelled about 6,000 miles or maybe more. There we go. So, what to expect out of this beer then? Well, it's called Timothy Tamothy Slamothy. Now, some of you that have been to Australia and kind of probably on social media as well, you would have seen it. Their version of a penguin is called a Tim Tam. Now, the age-old argument, you know, like the old Marmite versus Vegemite thing for Australians and Brits, this is another big one. I'm actually going to go with what's better, a penguin or a Tim Tam? A Tim Tam. They do so many variants. They do like double dip chocolate. They honestly, like some of the variants they do are insane. I've had two Tim Tams in my life, and they were both on Byron Bay Beach after going dolphin watching while sitting on a kayak with my wife. We won't talk about getting back to the beach on the kayak. We absolutely annihilated ourselves getting back towards the beach and had to be rescued. So, yeah. Right, let's talk about the beer then. Well, the head's absolutely died. It looks like a glass of Coca-Cola. It's jet black. There's a bit of light bleeding through at the bottom, but generally speaking, it just looks a bit dead. Probably the ABV's doing that. Maybe a few of the adjuncts in there as well doing that, but who knows? It's lightly carbonated. It looks on the thinner side. Yeah, there's not really legs down the glass. I don't know. It doesn't. First impressions in the glass, it doesn't look all that great. Let's get the aroma. Certainly biscuity. Definitely picking up chocolate. It says caramel as well, but yeah, it's more of like the honey end, if you know what I mean. If you're going to compare caramel and honey or put them on the same range. It does smell very nice. Doesn't smell boozy. Obviously it's 6.5%. Does not smell boozy at all. Right then, let's try and wake it up. Yeah, smells great. Right, cheers everybody. Right. Oh, okay. There's a really late flavour that hits. It's like a vanilla flavour. That was really quite nice. I was just about to say there's not too much going on here, but actually I need to give it another go knowing what's at the back end. Right. First thing I'm going to say, it is thin in the mouth. It is. There we go. This isn't going to be one of your big, thick milk stouts. I thought it might be because it has got milk stout written on it, but it isn't one of those big, thick Guinness-like stouts. Chocolate's the first thing that hits you. Malty biscuitiness. Then it's like a late caramel and vanilla. One thing I would say, and it's hot in here, oh my god, look at me sweating. One thing I would say, for a caramel, chocolate and biscuit milk stout, it's not overly sweet. It's not overly sweet at all. I was a bit worried. I was reading kind of like, yeah, I was thinking this is just going to be like one of those Brew Dog kind of overly sweet stouts they do. It's actually not. There is a malty biscuity note that runs all the way through, which is quite nice. But you hit with that chocolate first, which is actually really good. And then the caramel and vanilla develops really, really late in this beer. The one thing I do feel like I have to criticise for is the mouthfeel. If you're cracking open a 6.5% milk stout, you kind of want it to be a bit, you know, you want the lactose to play a part. I'm not normally a massive advocate of putting lactose in beers, but it does work in these kind of like decadent stouts. I know, like for instance, I think the easiest example to go to for like supermarket wise is like Wild Child. They do a couple of stouts that are just a bit too thin. If they had a bit more mouthfeel, I think I ordered Wild Child beers ages ago. I ordered probably about 6 or 7 different beers. It was my first ever order from a brewery. And the one criticism that ran all the way through their range was mouthfeel. And I think this is going to be another one of these. The flavours are great. I can't deny the flavours aren't nice. It's caramel, chocolate and biscuit. There is like that chocolate malt. There is a kind of dark roasted malt quality in there. It's definitely more chocolate than coffee. Not really getting much coffee out of this at all. But there is that kind of malty biscuit sort of note that runs all the way through. Whether they've used oats in that, I don't know. We'll have a look at the can in a minute. It's a fun beer. I don't know if it's got that like outright sort of quality, if you know what I mean. It's a fun beer. It tastes great. It's just lacking on a couple of bits. If it had a bit more mouthfeel, that'd sort of really boost it up a little bit. And because it's a bit sort of flat in the mouth, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit too carbonated for me. Mouthfeel's the one. It's slightly overly carbonated and it needs a bit more lactose if it has got any in it at all. The chocolate's lovely. The caramel and that vanilla note that I wasn't expecting is lovely. And that biscuity note with the malt kind of flavour on there as well. They're really good qualities to this beer. Let's have a look at the can. It does contain lactose. And they are from Preston in Victoria. Just Preston. North Melbourne? Travel, correct me in the comments, I'm sure. Timothy Tamothy Slamothy. Caramel, chocolate, biscuit, milk stout. This milk stout has everything you love about the best chocky bicky going round, but with a stouty caramelly twist. They're an independent brewery, certified independent, special edition beer. Overall then, I don't know. I sound like I'm probably a little bit disappointed, and I suppose to a degree I am a little bit. But only in the sense that I wanted this to be amazing. Like 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, sort of like, boom, amazing. The flavours are absolutely there. It's just that mouthfeel and the slight overcarbonation. I mean, yeah, you can probably see it. It just looks like a glass of Coke. Coca-Cola, should I say. Yeah, I think it could have been incredible. It's nice, but I think it could have been incredible. I'm going to say it. It's more like a porter. If that was defined as a porter, that would have been really, really good. It's that thin. I mean, no, it's not near a mild. I was going to say it's that thin, it's near a mild, but it's not. It's definitely got the mouthfeel of a porter. They're probably just, in my opinion, maybe just put it in the wrong category. But yeah, the flavours are lovely. It's just missing those couple of little bits that I personally like out of a 6% plus stout. Rating then, where are we going to go? Yeah, like I say, flavours are nice. It's missing a couple of key points that I like. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's not offensive at all by any means. It's actually a really lovely tasting beer. I think if you had this on keg, I think this would take a different form with that kind of with that gas pushing it through and giving it a bit of body. But yeah, out of a can, it's probably not quite what I hoped it would be. But the flavours are nice. Yeah, just missing a couple of key points. 3.5 out of 5, everybody. Thanks very much for watching. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And get in the comments and let me know if you've ever had this. And what's better, Penguins or Tim Tams? I'm Team Tim Tam. I've got good memories of Tim Tams and I'm not letting it go. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.